And it's time now to reveal our State Farm assist of the game. Today, Steve, it's a big man winning the honor.
And it was a no-brainer. This assist was really out of this world. I mean, he had a great understanding of the situation and where the ball had to go.
Timberwolves trail by 17. In the backcourt, Rubio and Muhammad. Wiggins is out there with Garnett, and it's Jang in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal.
One thing with the Rockets that makes them so explosive is just how efficient they are in transition. They rarely miss out on an opportunity when they have a chance to put the defense on its heels.
And you know, with the Rockets, it isn't that they're getting layups. It seems more often than not they're getting and-one plays on their fast breaks, and that's an extra bonus there.
That free throw good from Trevor Ariza. Rockets knew how to convert fast break chances, as you said, Steve. It's a big part of their game.
Well, they're a terrific ball handling team top to bottom. That allows them to get anyone the ball in transition and just fill lanes. Makes converting those fast breaks a lot easier.
Ariza hits them both. And the Timberwolves with possession. 19-point game. Kicks it to Wiggins. Here's Muhammad. And the call will be against Kevin Garnett. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul.
Rockets leading by 19 points. Ariza outside. There's the dish to Jones. He kicks it to Moniunas. It's deflected and stolen by Wiggins. And now with the fast break, Rubio with the ball. Pass to Muhammad. Shot clock at 6. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And it's Wiggins missing.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
The Rockets making a switch here. Ioni's checked in. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Garnett with a screen on Terry. Dishes to Garnett. Fader on the way. It's rebounded by Houston.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
And it's Prigioni missing.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Rubio with it. And Terry picks him up defensively. And Rubio kicks to Garnett. Misses from short range. Houston leading by 19 points. And there's the pass to Brewer. Tries to save it. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
16 seconds on the shot clock. 16.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Shoots the 3. That is good.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
The Timberwolves have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway.
You know, it's such a treat to watch the game for a living. It doesn't stand still. It keeps evolving. And as we see the leadership changing hands, a new commissioner, new owners, I think that process will continue. And hopefully they'll strike that balance between preserving the tradition of the game while also continuing to attract new fans.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Garnett, right side. And Muhammad kicks to Rubio. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. We talk about the new team owners. More than 30%, Clark, of the league's teams have changed hands. I didn't know this since 2010.
I did not either, but again, as franchises grow in value, the owners are getting much more involved. And again, understanding the appreciation potential of this kind of asset. It's a bigger chunk of their portfolio now. It used to be owners were guys that kind of came through the basketball business somewhat and didn't look at it as something that could be a viable asset. But now it's a big business play.
And Zhang kicks to Garnett. Can't get it to go. And Houston the other way now.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly. I mean, the score is right where you'd expect it to be when the battle on the boards is that lopsided.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And how about the touch they've displayed from long range, guys? I mean, as a team, they are really shooting the ball well and executing from the perimeter.
A free throw good from Kevin Garnett.
The Rockets, to me, are an emerging factor in the West. Not 100% sold on them being championship caliber, but I still think you've got to give that front office a lot of credit in terms of what they got out of the superstar tandem of Harden and Howard. I think it's a strong foundation of scoring and defense.
And both free throws good from Garnett. Boy, the Rockets came out smelling like a rose, didn't they? Bringing in Howard, but some luck along the way, too. You remember the Chris Paul Lakers trade that was vetoed, and Steve, the Rockets would have gotten Pau Gasol in the deal.
And then not Dwight Howard because they wouldn't have had the cap room to absorb him. So, you know, they're probably glad that in hindsight that deal fell through because Dwight Howard, the younger and more talented player, when you think about his comparison to Gasol.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Well, I think the NBA is in a great place with all the young talent in the league right now. We see players coming in not just with potential, but a willingness to learn and work. Really impressive to see.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. Here's Dang. Kicks it out to Rubio. His three-pointer's off the mark. Rockets leading by 23. And there's the feed to Harden. And stolen by Wiggins. And finished off by Martin.
Great job capitalizing on that steal and getting the easy points in transition.
Exactly how it should be done after a turnover.
And for NBA players nowadays, just playing in the offseason isn't enough. They're conditioning, working on their bodies, as well as their skills. It is a 12-month-a-year job.
And that's partly driven by the fact that you can make so much money if you are in the NBA and you take care of yourself and you're able to play for a while. So you're seeing all of the world-class training facilities, guys being much more in tune to their bodies and trying to prolong their lucrative careers.
Back to Rubio. It's Martin on the wing. 6 to shoot. To the left wing. From beyond the arc. And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist from Kevin Martin. And that's now 10 points for Andrew Wiggins. There's 1:26 left to play in the final quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for the Rockets.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
Well, this win gives them a victory in round 1 of what's basically a 4-game fight between these teams this season.
And it will be a fight, Steve. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra meaning for the players.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Payne, he's checked in for Gorgie Dang. Anthony Bennett comes in for Kevin Garnett. Chase Budinger, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Gary Neal subbed in for Ricky Rubio. He doesn't usually fire from out there.
Well, jersey advertising, an idea that had been bandied about for a long while. Last season, in lieu of that, the league tested out advertising on the court apron for the first time, as well as a small ad on the top of the backboards. So the league, of course, always looking for new revenue streams.
Martin dishes to Neal. To the middle, here's Payne. And you can count it, he'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
He put that lead pass in perfect position for his teammate.
And Steve, you mentioned the apron advertising. It's only being allowed for locally broadcast games.
And I think that makes sense, Kevin. Viewers probably see it more than they would see stitching on a player's jersey, and I think keeping the ads off the court and the players is a good line to draw.
Adrian Payne, a senior forward out of Michigan State, 6'10", got a 7'4" wingspan. You like his combination of length and shooting range. He started playing the game late, but really developed in his time with the Spartans, his shooting stroke in particular. And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you.
On its way from Neal for 2. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Looks like they're going to finish strong, but just aren't enough ticks left on the clock.
Well, Steve, it's a good run they're having now, but they just waited too long to have it.
Terry kicks to Jones. And that one is hammered home.
Boy, you relish these sorts of road games where you come in and you get the job done.
In a long schedule with the kinds of pressure of travel and tough opponents throughout the season, it's always good when you play a game like they have here.
Houston foul call. Corey Brewer. That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Chase Budinger. At the line for 2.
Free throw good, Budinger. Both teams will make substitutions. He doesn't get the second one. So we see Houston taking the W here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game.